Hey everyone, this is Jenny from Homestead Corner, and today I'm working on preserving eggs. So today I'm working on preserving eggs, and right now we have more chickens than we normally do because every 2 years we raise up a new batch of laying hens to replace our older layers. So we have a whole bunch of chickens out there, and we're getting tons of eggs right now, but in the winter time their laying really drops off. In the fall they start to molt and lose their feathers, and while they're molting and regrowing those feathers, they're not producing eggs. So we may have 1 or 2 hens producing, or sometimes we have none. And then when they come back from the molt, a lot of times the sunlight is so little during the day that they're not laying because there's not enough sunlight. So we have gone, sometimes it's only a week or 2 that we go without getting any eggs. But last winter we found that we were almost 2.5 months we didn't get a single egg from our chickens. They just were not laying, and we were boosting up their herbs and everything to make sure they had everything they needed, but they just weren't laying. So now we've done this before, and I want to make sure that I get plenty put away, and where we have an abundance of eggs right now, I'm going to freeze some, and this works really well. So for us, this is what works for us. So I'm just using these little silicone cupcake liners, and I just pack them right into the muffin pan and get those in there. And this works really good for us. Each egg is individual this way, so if I need 6 eggs, I can take out 6 eggs, or if I need 1, I can take out just 1. So this works out great for us. And it's really easy to do, and it will keep your eggs for about a year in the freezer. You're just going to want to pack them really well. These work wonderful for baking and stuff like that, and you can scramble them and cook them how you normally would. They don't taste quite the same scrambled, but they're still good. Now I'm just taking a little bit of coconut cooking spray. You can use, I guess any cooking spray would work. This is just what we have, and this works for us. I'm just spraying these liners so they come out easier when we pop them out and get them in the bag. So we're just going to put 1 egg in each little cup. Bowl here for the shells. And so this makes it so simple, so you can really, if you want just 2 eggs or 1 egg, you can just grab these right out of the freezer one at a time. The only issue is that these are not ready instantly. You can't really pop these in the microwave and thaw them out because it will cook them. And so you really need to, when you're going to cook, if you know you're going to need 6 eggs tomorrow, grab them out the night before, toss them in a bowl in the fridge. I have some here defrosting, and they are rock hard. So you really need to take these out the night before and just cover them over and throw them in the fridge, and they will thaw overnight, and then in the morning when you're ready to use them, they are ready to go, which is wonderful. But that's the biggest drawback, is they're not instant. You have to think ahead and get them ready the night before. And there you have it. We have all our eggs in the tray. I'm going to pop these in the freezer, and we're going to flash freeze these for a few hours. You want to get these nice and hard. And don't throw out your eggshells. There are so many uses for these. You really want to hang on to them. I'll put a link to a video up in the top somewhere where you can see how we use them on our homestead. So the whites are completely thinned out. But the yolks are still kind of frozen, so inside they're still stiff. So we're going to let these defrost just a little bit more, and then I will show you how they cook up. So these are all frozen, and we've just left them in the fridge for probably about 4 hours. And then I am just going to peel these out of the little thing, and that is it. That's how easy it is. And then I just store them in a 1-size gallon bag right here. Label the bag, put it in the freezer, and you have got your eggs right in there. And you can easily pull out one at a time. Makes it simple. Okay, so these are all thawed out, and our yolks are still they're a little funky, but we're just gonna mix these right in. Heat mash them. They're all thawed now, so they do get a little stiff in there. They don't come back to the same consistency as they were. So I'm just gonna add a little milk, and we're gonna scramble these up so you can see how it works. So we're just going to heat our pan up and cook these like we normally would. I'm going to use a little chive butter because yum. A little salt and pepper, how I normally would eat my eggs. Oh, nice and hot. Not too bad. They're definitely not fresh eggs, but they're good. They're better than a lot of eggs I've had in restaurants, and they're definitely edible, and it's better than buying store-bought in my opinion. I love farm fresh eggs. These were frozen for a week or two, and before I thawed them out, so they got the good frozen effect to them, but they're still good, and they're wonderful for baking. They're pretty good like this. I prefer fresh from the coop for breakfast, but this will definitely do when those little girls aren't laying in the winter. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up. Subscribe. We'll see you in the next video. Bye.